Alright, so let's talk about Enchanted Journey. So, this is a 1981 Japanese movie. Let's see. Directed by Hideo Nishimaki. Sorry if I'm butchering it. Yakakoto Higuchi. Yeah, don't know if I pronounced those even remotely correctly, but oh well. Apologies. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just trying to get a little general information where it came from. I mean, yeah, I don't really have anything in terms of like who did it, what company was behind it, or what, but either way, it's a Japanese movie, and let's see. So the story is we have this young pet chipmunk. Yeah, I guess some countries would keep chipmunks as pets. He lives in an apartment in the city with his sister Fluff. His name is Glicko. And let's see, he's living a pretty, content domestic life, but, a carrier pigeon named Pippo. He comes over and talks to him about, other chipmunks that live in the forest, and tells him how he should go out. Or, yeah, basically convinces him to head out to the forest. And so, yeah, pretty simple beginning, just a domestic chipmunk being, convinced to go out and, go out on this perilous adventure to the forest. And his sister Fluff tries to talk him out of it, but I don't know. I guess soon enough she's convinced too that he should go out there, and so yeah, he goes out on this big perilous adventure filled with these really scary carnivorous creatures trying to kill him. Like he encounters several creatures and they're all pretty freaky looking. Like the animators made sure to make the carnivorous animals going after them and look as scary as they could. So yeah, kind of funny, but yeah. Let's see. Along the way, he befriends this female chipmunk named No. Let's see. And yeah, the movies generally, they're big perilous adventure to the forest. He meets No in this zoo, and then, they cross like a river and then a mountain, etc. They have to brave the winter blizzard and everything. Yeah, all that good stuff. Let's see. Before he meets No, he does make another friend, let's see, named Gamba. He's this sewer rat who lives with a gang of other sewer rats, and they're in a kind of a turf war, if you will, with house rats. And of course, the house rats look pretty scary, just like all the other enemy creatures. And yeah, the sewer rats look perfectly friendly. So, interesting artistic choice. But yeah, there's not much else to say in terms of like the general story. It's again just an adventure out to the forest where he wants to, live. And yeah, let's see. In terms of like the characters, I mean, again, there's not much to the characters themselves. I mean, Glicko is kind of a typical, cutesy, protagonist type. He's mostly, or yeah, he's generally quite good-hearted. You know, and then No is this sweet little, kind of shrinking violet type. And yeah, and chemistry these two have is cute, very cute. And yeah, Pippo and Gamba, the pigeon and rat who they befriend, they're kind of, or Glicko befriends Gamba. They're they're decent like mentor figures. And yeah, overall, there's not much to the characters in general, but they're endearing enough. You want to see them get through everything okay. Sometimes you do kind of wonder about Gamba the rat, because he like tells Glicko that the forest he's looking for is like right through this tunnel, and it turns out it's just the zoo. But that was probably just a mistake on his part, because I don't want to believe that this likable rat character he befriended intentionally misled him and tricked him into going to the zoo. Well, I mean, I guess the zoo is still a better place to be living than, some cramped apartment or, the sewers. But yeah. Yeah. In terms of the characters, there's not much to them, but, they're likable enough. And then, so, this is another one where I watched the English dub, and we do have a few notable voices in here. First and foremost, we have Orson Welles. You might have heard of him. He's quite the Hollywood legend. He voices Pippo the pigeon. And, I will admit it kind of caught me off guard when I saw Orson Welles' name in the credits. Like, oh, he's the pigeon? Because you're so used to Orson Welles having this slow, rather, I'm not going to pretend like I know Orson Welles is perfect. Well, just think, the brain from Pinky and the Brain. Basically, his voice is supposed to be based on Orson Welles. But yeah, it kind of caught me off guard that he didn't talk like that. He kind of talks like... Honestly, at first, I kind of thought it was like Jonathan Winters or something. But yeah, it's not his Rosebud voice. And then we have Jim Backus, the voice of Mr. Magoo. He was Gamba the rat. And yeah, obviously his voice is pretty immediately recognizable once you've heard it enough times, or at least, know the voice of Mr. Magoo. And then even Glicko and No have some pretty notable voices. Glicko is voiced by Lionel Wilson, and well, I know him best as the voice of Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog. So yeah, this is like almost 20 years before he started voicing Eustace, so it's definitely a different sounding voice. And then No is voiced by Corin Orr, or is it Corrine? I can't remember how it's pronounced, but she's the voice of Trixie from Speed Racer. So yeah, we got some fairly notable, protagonist voiceovers. We got two Hollywood legends voicing, mentor figures. And, there's not really anyone else in the voice cast who's really that notable. I mean, we got two others that have Wikipedia pages, but I don't really know much of anything they did. And then a couple others who, don't even have a page, so, yeah. But anyway, the voice actors did a good job overall. It wasn't, amazing or anything, but I thought they did their job just fine. Especially for, an anime voiceover. Let's see. The animation was pretty nice. It wasn't Sea Prince and Fire Child level nice, but still, it was pretty nice for, and, overall, it was very nice. Going into the movie, you do kind of half expect it's going to get a little dark at times, and, it does get a little dark. I mean, again, the creatures that they have to deal with, the enemy creatures that try to eat them, they're all, terrifying. Especially the fox they have to deal with at the very end. The fox is kind of the final boss of the movie. Let's see. But yeah, otherwise, it's mostly pretty pleasant. I mean, in terms of characters, I mean, it's not Watership Down, gory or anything. There's one bloody moment where the fox eats a hawk that's been chasing them up to that point. And yeah, you do see blood running out of its mouth, but aside from that, there's not really any major bloody, gory stuff. And yeah, there's a few moments where it looks a little bleak, but still, ultimately, it does stick relatively family-friendly and pleasant. And yeah, the characters are endearing enough, and yeah. Overall, I thought this was a very nice, enjoyable, endearing movie. And yeah, I quite liked it. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say about it. Yeah, as usual, if there's anything else I need to add, I'll put it in the comments. I'd go ahead and give this movie an 8 out of 10. And, yeah, if you're interested, I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and leave it at that for now. So yeah, Mash it and Smash it, signing off.